Hello, today we will be talking about women in sports. My name is James McFarland, and this is my beautiful wife, Denita McFarland. Now, first, I would like to say that women in sports, I believe it's something that was created because a lot of men have been missing in youth sports. As a coach, I am a football coach myself, and I find that there are more women that I talk to than men. And in my days, when I was a young man, there were more fathers at games cheering on their sons. But now that has changed. And I believe that is one of the main reasons. What do you think?
Well, I think with all of the single parent homes, it's several things. Number one, there's too many single parent homes where the fathers are absent, so the moms have to take care of certain things and the dads are not there. Number two, there's too many untrustworthy daddy coaches who are not looking out for all of the kids the same as they look out for their own kids. I know when I was a kid, I played Little League Baseball, and the coach of our Little League team did not have a son or daughter on the team. Now it seems like instead of just being a general volunteer, a general help in the community, the dads only volunteer or the elders who are retired, etc., unless their child is there.
Okay, I mean, that may be true. And we're really just basically starting off talking about youth sports because that's where it began, I believe. But now you see more women at NFL games, professional games, baseball, all types of sports. There are almost more women in the stands than men. And I think that's because there are a bunch of punk ass men who don't want to tell their women, no, stay home.
Okay, number one, there's a lot of fine men that are playing sports and they got tight pants on. So all the single, fast ass, thirsty hoes are going to be there. Now, there's a lot of single men who are at the games, who play in the games, etc. But there's a lot of married husbands who are at the games too. So now, instead of me on Sundays taking my kids to church, now I have to come to the games to fight off these thirsty hoes away from my man who's just supposed to be trying to come see the game. You go to a game now, you got people there in mini skirts. Boobies all out, everything.
And the tight, outfits.
Yes.
I mean, that's distracting. When I used to go to games, it was just men there. We were there. The only thing that we would see were the cheerleaders. That was what we came to see. That's why they have cheerleaders on each side of the field.
Now you don't even need
Now
cheerleaders.
you don't need cheerleaders because they're right there in the stands with you.
So that's why the women, because everybody's seen now the headlines. The hoes are winning. The hoes are winning. So that's why all the women are like, well, damn, we cannot trust you. Mm-hmm.
Trust who?
MFs.
Men
so
are
now
not,
we got to come to the damn game.
First
So
of all,
since we're at the games, we'll just watch and start learning about the game.
Men are not coming to the game to look for thirsty hoes.
No, you don't have to. The thirsty hoes is looking for you.
Right, that may be the case, but we're going to the game to watch the game. Most times if we're going to a game, we're watching our favorite team, and we're a fan. But nowadays, you can't even be a fan because you're distracted by all the women cheering louder than you, and they're there with their little tight outfits. Now that's only in the summertime or late fall, especially if you're a football fan. But I mean, nowadays there's more women watching sports at the sports bars. You go to the sports bars to drink and watch the game. You got some girls sitting beside you screaming out the name, yelling touchdown, and they're kicking the field goal.
Well, the only reason why I show up when the kids were young, and I would stop by after church at the sports bar just to say hello.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm looking around like, there's a bunch of hoes up in here.
They ain't hoes.
Well, damn.
Half the time they're probably with their men. They just dressing like hoes right there. But, trying to show off for the other dudes in the bar so they can say, look at me, look at me. It's always about y'all. But, I don't mind it in a sense, but men don't have their own thing anymore. We used to have our own thing. This was our time to get away and relax and watch someone else get beat up and cheer them on and see them fight through adversity. But now we're cheering with our wives, and the wives are sitting there with you, and you're trying to yell and have fun, and they're right beside you. You can't. It's hard to have fun when you have your wife right
That's
there.
true.
You want to be able to yell and scream and cuss, but now you can't do that because you got to be all nice. And then first you got to do is say, "Babe, is there anything you want?"
Well,
Jesus Christ, we can't even have.
the thing is, you all have to stop being so pussyfied. If you weren't so pussyfied, you would have women in their place and say, "Look, I'm going to the game. I'm
What
going
place
to the
would that
sports
be?
bar. I'm going to have a few drinks.
What place
and I
would
will
that
be home a little bit later."
I know what
and
place
it's
that would
probably,
be. The house.
It
but
probably would
that's
be
not
a
gonna
good
happen.
thing because you could let off a little steam. We don't have to be together constantly all the time.
Right.
And that would probably be a better thing. But when you're there and you're together the entire time, and it's like
we need our time,
constant barrage of togetherness.
Time. That's right.
Right. So because because men have not they did not stand up and stop being so pussyfied and say, "Hey, you know what? This is our time. This is what we're doing right now." But also, you all always have to have the hoes around where we have to compete or feel like we have to compete with the hoes.
We didn't say, "Hey, show up to the game, all the hoes." The hoes just know where to go. But like I said, we weren't worried about the hoes. And speaking of hoes, let's talk about that.
Ooh.
So now we go
hoes.
to the strip clubs. Now we're going to talk about places that men could go and have fun without their wives or significant others. Now, let's talk about the strip club. We used to go to the strip clubs and we would hang out there, drink and, look at the women dancing. And now we can't do that. Why? Because I can't get up to the woman because there's other women elbowing me out the way so they can get up there. When did that happen? Yeah.
Again, I think there's way too many men out there who are so pussyfied that you have let your wives take over your life. Because I don't want to be hanging out in no strip club with no tacky ass hoes that are stinky and dirty. But I also am going to put up with my man. Well, sorry, anybody who is a stripper, you probably are beautiful and wonderful, and you're probably not dirty. That was a little mean, so I will take that back. Because that's your job. You probably do a good job too.
Yes, they do.
But I'm not going to. But again, I'm not going to put myself in a position where a stripper is on a first name basis with my husband. But that, to me, women complain about that. But that's when you got to woman up, pull your big girl panties up, and tell him to bring his ass home.
Well, I mean, it goes back I said.
That's a once in a while
that's
thing.
That's the time where you can get away. I mean, you can't. Those are the places that you can get away. I mean, most times it's either at work, which, I mean, you're working. Your sports events, which now, like I said, you have to take your spouse with you because they're going to be like, well, why don't you ask me? Why can't I go? Is there somebody else you take into the game? Is there somebody at the game with you? And you blah, 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 blah. But then it was a strip club. So now we were like, okay, they're not going to ask to go to the strip club because they ain't trying to see no women.
Okay,
but no, they are going to the strip club.
Well,
they asked you,
let me say this.
You want to go to the strip club? When did that happen?
Here's another part to this whole thing that is a whole nother aspect to the new age woman. Mm-hmm. We are inundated with the internet, television, a lot of things. So now things that people were not stimulated with back in the day, you are now, i.e. sports. Sports are huge. They're huge. You always tease me, but I was in the band in high school. So I was at every football game. You cannot be at every football game and not learn the plays, not learn who the players are, not start enjoying the sport, not cheer when there is a touchdown. When there's a touchdown, I know to cheer. I know I'm playing a song. When there is a field goal, when there is a first down, when we get a sack. So at an early age, we understand to like football. And that's the same with now, I think, with the younger girls in the strip club. You all in your skank ass music all y'all sing about is hoes in the strip club and how fun it is and how great it is, all the damn videos in the strip club. So now these younger girls are so decent, and hell, my age too,
it was
so
fun.
desensitized to it. Now it's looked at almost like a club. Y'all have more strip club videos than
y'all
club
just saw
bangers.
that we were having fun. Women can't stand to see their man having more fun without them. Because soon as they have some fun, all they want to know is, well, who is he with having fun with? Why is he coming back smiling all the time?
Shopping.
You want them to have fun with you, but then all of a sudden he's having fun somewhere else, so you want to know why he's enjoying being there.
Well, why would you
instead
be
of with you?
You said, this is
That's
what you
why.
said. You said that is somewhere they can go and hang out and relax. You didn't say, now you're saying, oh, now I'm coming hard, I'm having fun, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of bullshit.
having fun.
Which you don't come home usually happy and stuff.
No, I keep it on the inside.
He's Mr.
I keep my
Choosy.
fun on the inside, because if I show that I'm having too much fun, then that means you're going to be there. So I'm going to be like, this was a horrible place.
I will not be there.
Right.
I will not be there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not competing with no hoes.
Well, I mean, but it does go both ways, because I have heard of men saying, you know what? We are going, my baby's mother is having something. She's going to have, what do they call it?
A baby shower.
A baby shower. And now the men are showing up to the baby shower.
Oh, my God.
So I'll go to that, too, because we ain't supposed to be at the baby shower.
I wish I had 2 more hands to give that 4 thumbs down.
Right, because that wasn't for us.
No.
But when did that become us?
You know what?
I don't know.
Why do men
Why do we have to
show
inject
up
ourselves?
at baby showers now?
I think I know. Because there's a whole bunch of other women there.
Because they see us.
There's a whole bunch of other women there.
And they're
having
like,
fun.
Oh, they're in there laughing.
Right. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Right. It sounds familiar.
Baby showers, wedding showers.
They want to show off to the other women there, some of those dudes. But that never was me. I mean, if there's more women, hey, y'all have y'all fun. I'm going to do my thing. But, that's me.
Well, this was our first episode of our Denita and Jim show. We'll have a better name for it later. Let us know what you think.
Denita and Jim.
Let us know what you think. Let us know your opinions. And give us some topics for some shows.
All right. See you later.